Welcome back to Campfire Stories with
Chuck.
and Sherry. So, what are we talking about?
So tonight we're gonna talk about Sherry. Okay, she likes to get me with the bird and these other things. Okay, um, there was a story. She's an exaggerator. If you guys haven't
I don't
figured
even know
this
what
out,
he's about to say.
it's okay.
Yeah.
She's an
I don't know what we're
exaggerator,
talking about.
and if you
You
guys
won't
know
tell me.
her,
Can
you
you
people.
just...
So she tries to throw me off because it's about her. So you guys that know her, comment in the section about what she exaggerates about. And don't be scared of this girl. But she's a
Scared of
major
me?
exaggerator.
Okay.
And one of the biggest ones that I could honestly remember, and there's a lot, one of the biggest ones that I can honestly remember is she was on her way to a concert, I think, with her friends. Okay? And who knows what they were doing prior to, okay?
Nothing.
Yeah,
What are
okay.
you talking about?
Yeah. Mom's night out. Yeah, all these young moms night out.
We behave ourselves.
And I think she called me and said, the Goodyear blimp just crashed into Lake Erie.
It
Okay?
did.
Now hold on. She said the Goodyear blimp crashed into Lake Erie. I said, what? And she went on to tell me about how they were driving and then there was almost this pile-up accident.
Yes, it was that way.
Yeah, so go ahead. Let's
Yes,
hear
we
it.
were
So,
driving.
no, start in on where you were headed and kind of,
Okay.
tell the
So
people what was going on and who you were with.
And my friend Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the Nelly concert.
Okay, yeah, that's
in
where,
Cleveland.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So what is that supposed to mean?
Go ahead now.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so we're driving in Cleveland on the highway.
Who's driving?
Wendy.
Okay.
And, we're listening to some Nelly, getting ready for the concert.
Yeah, I bet they was already ready.
All of a sudden, this car in front of us, we were looking at the blimp up in the sky, and we're like, dang,
It's a bird, it's a plane.
it's the blimp. It was so low, and it was crazy low, that we're like, what in the world is going on? There's like no landing places for this blimp. So everybody else in front of us must have been looking too, because there was literally a car stopped in the middle of the highway, like literally in the middle lane, in the middle of the highway, stopped. We just so happened to look down to be able to like swerve around it, otherwise we probably all would have been dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we were looking back, and like it looked like the blimp was smoking and everything else.
Now the blimp was smoking, okay? But
It
go ahead.
was smoking.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I told you that.
Keep going.
That's it.
No, you just dead end story.
This is right.
No,
like,
but
this
you
is
were
why,
no,
why are you
but you
coming
were
up with your own campfire stories?
because the thing is when you're telling a story, you need to be exact. You need to be very detailed. So you talked about
detailed.
the accident.
The
You
sky
looked.
was blue.
Now you talked about. Now let me help you. I'm going to help you.
Okay.
You talked about the car and the braking in the middle lane and the accident, and you guys were looking at the blimp. And when you came, the blimp was all of a sudden it was smoking, and that was it. And that was it. So when the blimp was smoking,
we were looking in the rearview mirror.
So the blimp is now behind you.
Yes.
Okay, so the blimp's behind you, and you're looking in the rearview mirror. How are you looking in the rearview mirror?
Well, in the mirrors.
In the side mirrors.
It's the side mirrors and looking back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you're looking back.
Like going like this into Lake Erie.
So the blimp crashed. The smoking blimp crashed into Lake Erie back in. This is probably about. This is probably about 2003-ish or so, roughly. I would say. It's now. I looked all over.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the beginning of the internet. I looked all over.
Yeah, they didn't.
Looked at every news report. I looked at every news report, the papers, you name it. Looked all over, and this lady said the Goodyear blimp, crashed into Lake Erie. There isn't a single story. Now here, Northeast Ohio folks, okay, or if any of you guys out there,
what happened?
Okay, more to the story. Now there's more to the story. The story was over. Remember that story was over, and that's all that
Okay.
happened. Now we got more. Miss Exaggerator, go ahead.
Not
Let's go. This
exaggerating.
is okay.
No,
Now she
so
found some
like
more stuff,
no, I didn't find
more
stuff.
information you pulled out of the sky.
Obviously, something was going on with the blimp for it to
Okay,
be that low and for it to be smoking like that.
sure.
What I didn't know at the time is there actually is a small airport right there on Lake
Yeah,
Erie.
Burke Lakefront Airport.
I didn't know that at the time.
So now all of a sudden, now listen, guys, this is crazy. This is 20 years later, 20 something years later, and then now out of nowhere, never before heard
Yeah,
news.
because I was thinking to
Now
bring it
she's
up
talking
to
about
him.
Burke Lakefront Airport
I was thinking
being
to
out
bring
there,
it up
and
to
it's
you.
and it's,
I
and it's
just
right
let
there.
you just believe whatever you
So
want to believe.
so this is what I'm going to explain to you. The way you guys were traveling and where you were traveling to, okay?
Yes.
You would have never seen Burke Lakefront
Yes.
Airport. You would have
100%.
100%. You would
Oh,
not
well, then
have.
we'd probably crash in Lake Erie then.
Now again, the
We
way
did,
that
though.
the way that they were traveling,
had
ladies
to-
and gentlemen.
Past the stadium,
What stadium?
the Browns.
So you guys were down there going to see Nelly down at the Brown Stadium.
No, we passed the Brown Stadium.
So you guys are down at the Brown Stadium driving around.
No, we are on the highway.
Yes.
Passing the Brown Stadium. So did we pass the airport?
They passed the airport. She's making that up. I can guarantee that.
Up.
Okay. But the Burke Lakefront just now came into the picture today, 20-something years later.
Because I seen it a couple times. And
What did you say?
the airport while we were driving, and I was like, oh, maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, so now.
But I wasn't going to tell you that.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden, it didn't crash. You're an exaggerator.
Well, it was going down. That's for sure.
Okay, so this is the moral to the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that I wanted to put her on Front Street.
Okay.
To hold her accountable.
And look what happened.
What? No. Your exaggerations. So then now, when you're storytelling and you're doing your thing, okay, don't be lying talking about the damn blimp crashing in Lake Erie.
Well, it looked that way. We didn't know there was an airport there, and all we seen was a blimp going that down.
Now,
so like you're up on like a high ground on this highway.
Yeah.
And you can't really see down.
You're not really high ground. It's right there. You love it. I know Burke Lakefront.
It's not though.
So now here,
we go past that again. I'm taking video of it.
So this is a prime example of exaggeration.
Oh,
is that had her and I just talked about this, okay, she would have then proclaimed that it did crash in a Lake Erie. She would have never brought up Burke Lakefront Airport. You would have never. No. I didn't. No. We talked about this story. We've talked about this story. I can't tell you how many times we've talked about this story.
But then when I seen the airport.
What do you mean when you seen the airport? You've always seen
like,
the airport.
Oh no, I didn't know there was an airport there.
So again, had we not done this on video, she would have still proclaimed that damn thing crashed in the lake. Look at her smile.
No.
Because she knows it.
Everybody knows, though, there was people stopped on the highway looking at this blimp. Not because they never seen a blimp before. We see the blimp all the time. It's because it was smoking and it was low. It was like right here.
Smoking blimp in downtown Cleveland. Crash landed in the Lakefront Airport.
It didn't crash, maybe, but
yeah, okay.
Maybe it landed. We just didn't see it land. It looked like it landed like it was going into
So we're gonna.
Lake Erie.
So this is why I'm doing this anyway.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a follow up to the story, okay, and it might be somewhere else, out of state, possibly, and we might even be able to get her cohort, her companion.
Oh God.
So they both, and I'm not even going to talk to her. I'm gonna, and you better not do any pre-calling and whatever. But I'm gonna bring this up, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it for the first time with both of them.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay.
Look at that smile on your face. All right. So we're back. Okay.
With campfire stories.
With campfire stories.
Inside.
So yeah. So here we are.
Where's our candle?
We flew all the way. Sherry drugged me on a plane. We flew all the way to Atlanta, Georgia.
To finish this campfire story.
Canton, Georgia. Okay. To finish this campfire story. Now here we are. Oh, Buckeyes won. How about that? So here we are. We're with Wendy and Chris.
Hey.
And Wendy is the other half of the Goodyear blimp crashing into Lake Erie. Okay.
It was.
So now here's the
I
deal.
didn't make it happen, but I saw it.
I'm gonna refresh you guys.
So, look,
Go ahead.
We don't have to be refreshed.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now I told you. Now here.
Is that
Now hold on.
traumatic?
Now also I told
So
you.
what
No,
happened?
hold on. Just give me two. Just no. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And I told her. I said, I hope you ain't doing no phone calls before we meet up or do whatever, and y'all gonna try to get your little stories together or do whatever it is that you do to make this lie, seem like it's for real. But go ahead.
Anyways, what happened when we were driving on the highway? What happened? Like, I'm saying, like, with the car.
All right, so we
situation.
were where everybody tailgates for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
What is that area?
So that's Route 2. That's over there by the Muni lot.
By the
Muni lot.
stadium. By the
Okay.
Okay.
The
Cleveland Browns
airplane.
stadium.
Yes, yeah.
The-
It's
Yeah.
God dang it. It's
I know it.
Burke Lakefront Airport
Okay.
and all of that
I
is all
know
right
that,
there.
So
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
on the highway.
No, but we weren't on that side. We were on that, and it was that curve
On
round.
the Lake.
Okay,
Lake
so-
Erie is on the right.
Dead Man's Curve.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be doing this right now.
Confusion started. I love it. Love it. Go ahead.
The blimp. Everybody stops on the highway.
We see the blimp.
Everybody's
It's
watching
so
the
low.
blimp with black smoke coming out of the back. Dude, we're like that, like going like this.
Oh my.
Nah, the blimp wasn't circling down now.
It's circle.
Now the blimp is going round and round on its way down. Okay, go ahead. That's new information. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
It hits the water. It's
Okay, now here. Now, okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna fill y'all in. So I started this video, and then Sherry said we had to stop. She said, no, we gotta stop because we gotta do it for the campfire story. I said, okay. So then after I stopped the video, like we were just kind of like talking. Chris is over here in disbelief. He's like, well, what happened?
I still don't believe it.
So then, they start talking about like little tidbits of what happened. And the first thing she says, who knows?
17 years ago?
Yeah, the first thing Wendy says is, I had to defend myself from my brother and my mom because they never believed me. And I'm like, damn right they didn't believe you. Because I did. She said they was Googling it. And I told Sherry, I said, I don't even know if Google was out. I said, I don't know if Google was out. I said, but I know I had the news on. I said, I was doing whatever you could do to find the Goodyear blimp that crashed in Lake Erie with nothing.
It was like
Nothing. Yeah.
Only the people that were on the highway.
Yeah.
And there was a Dodge Neon that stopped in front of us. We almost crashed
Yeah.
into it.
I remember that.
It was like, and everybody got out of the car and they were standing
Yeah.
outside watching it in the water.
Oh my
We
gosh.
almost didn't make it to the Nelly concert.
I've never
We
listen.
we almost didn't
Okay,
get to
I'm gonna
Star
date
Air
this.
Force Ones.
I'm gonna date this. Hold on. I gotta. Okay, so listen, we gotta find it. We gotta get an estimated
There
year.
weren't like cell phones. We didn't have cameras.
No, I know.
Like,
No, they had camera phones.
No,
We
we
get.
had a flip
Yeah,
phone.
I think we
but
have
but
flip phones.
but we gotta try to find an estimated year because there's enough viewers on here that somebody will be able to find some information about this damn Zeppelin coming down in Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Because it was smoking.
Black smoke coming out.
And it was low to the
It's
highway.
diesel fuel burning. Go ahead.
Stopped on the highway. Like
Everybody
literally,
stopped watching it crash.
we
It
was
the worst
driving.
splash.
Wendy was driving, and literally we were both looking up. All of a sudden, we both we're like, holy, we're about to crash into a car. We had to
Right.
Everyone was parked on the highway.
It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
So
That's what
this
happened.
is so again,
The Goodyear
ladies and
blimp
gentlemen.
crashed into unless it was a blimp that wasn't Goodyear and nobody.
No.
knew that.
Goodyear, they got the lock on blimps. Just like my Buckeyes just won the Goodyear bowl. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Goodyear blimp crashed and they hid it from the news.
So
It is what it is.
if anybody has any information on a year, I'm gonna say it probably was in a year about
for sure.
between. You said what year? Yeah,
Think about it.
2005 ish.
Nope.
Between 2005 and 2010.
Nope.
What year?
That's a long time.
What year?
Well, I know because I remember where I lived and who I was with.
Okay.
And so it was between 2002 and 2004.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's a good-
Okay.
yeah.
That's a great.
You
Yep.
wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, where was the blimp?
That crashed in
It's in the lake.
It deflated. It deflated and went to the bottom.
I
It's
think.
like the Titanic in Lake Erie.
Yeah.
There it is.
All
The
right.
blimp is like
So.
in Lake Erie at the bottom.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go on record and say you guys are both still crazy. Okay.
And
I know.
y'all still married to us.
You were still yes, still married to us. Chris is over there still like he's got to get the rest of the story at some
I
point.
don't need to hear it again.
Okay.
He's still married.
But yeah.
Okay. So thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Every time I drive by Frankston, that's all I think about.
Okay, that's all we
PTSD.
I
talk
get
about.
PTSD, I get anxiety, and I'm looking around for neon stuff. I'm looking for a blimp. Wait a minute. Every time a blimp is in the air, I freak out. I have anxiety. I have PTSD.
Look at
Yes.
Oh, hey, listen. Yeah, I'm. Almost dropped it. Hold on. Celebration time up. Nope. It's over with. The Buckeyes were on there dancing. But yes.
So,
Yeah, so that's what happened. A blimp crashed into the Lake Erie
Okay.
for our Nelly concert.
Okay. So as we
But we made it to the concert.
We did.
We
We
tried
had
to
a
enjoy
blast.
it. We were a little shooken up,
yep,
we were
shaken,
shooken, however you like it, shaking that stirred.
We were
we were shook.
we were shook to the core, and we were pretty stressed out about it.
All right,
We
so
couldn't wait to see the newspaper the next day that it wasn't in.
so this is what I want you
So
guys to
kind
do
of,
in the comments.
Cover.
No, like Gary,
Like Gary
What are you talking about?
yeah,
The blimp
Lake
cover
Erie
up.
cover up.
Yeah. So in the comments, this is what I want you guys to do. Are you guys in the comments?
Years ago.
Are you guys team Sherry and Wendy? Crazy people? Or are you guys with me and Chris? Okay, and the rest of the people that heard this damn story
Everybody else that looked
and
for
saying, "Hell no, this didn't happen." Let us know. All right.
Team Sherry. Woo.
Hey.
your woos.
Until next time.
Safe travels.
Don't get hit by a blimp.